Good day. This is another video where I show you my other passion, my other collection, i.e. what you're looking at it right now. And you might be wondering, what is this doing here? Well, this probably started it all. I bought this because I needed a bottle that can retain the heat in my coffee because I travel sometimes, and this is just a cheap one that I bought. It's a local brand, Omega, but yeah, it does the job. The reason why this happened because since I already bought other ones, I just use this for biking. So I put it in the rack, in the bottle rack in the bike. That's why the paint's already tarnished. Okay, but this still works perfectly. I think I bought this somewhere in the 2013, 14, something like that. So, well, that's it. This is the first one. Now, the second one. This is the second one. This is the second one I bought that's near my office at work. I bought this from a mall near my office, and this is from Kujaku. So this is the first branded thermoflask that I bought. Okay, so I find it that this brand is so much better than the first one that I bought. But after this one, after liking this, I think this kicked off the hobby of buying this kind of drinking bottle. So I will not show you everything. One by one. I'm just gonna tell the story of the difference between and among these brands. So then, why did I arrange it this way? Some of them are here, some of them are here. This is because I categorize them by origin. So this ones on my right, on our right, are the Japanese ones, Japanese thermoflasks. On the left, we have the American ones, American brands. So my most favorite American brand is, of course, Stanley. So we have that Stanley coffee press. This is actually a vacuum flask coffee press. Then we have this thermos. You drink it by using this lid. This is actually the cup. And then I have Stanley for cold drink. This one. This is for cold drink. And then the big one right there. It's like, you use that for a family hot beverage for the whole family. Or you can also use it in the office. And then we have the favorites. Not my favorite, but they are the favorites, meaning the most recognizable brand. Of course, the hydroflask. We have the new straw type here, and then this drinking bottle, and also my most often used these two for my coffee because I use different ones every day for my coffee. And then of course the clean canteen. You also have them. This one I just put like a boot of some sort. And then this one that was gifted to me by my sister, the Contigo. It's also good in retaining heat. I mean, all of them, even Japanese or American brands, they're all good, okay? But me having experience, I mean, trying both, being able to try both of them, American and Japanese, I mean, I would say that the Japanese are my most favorite because I think they put more innovation and they're lighter. Like this, I think is a 360 ml bottle. Yeah, and this is also a 360 ml bottle. But if you compare the weight, the hydroflask is heavier. So among these Japanese brands, what is my most favorite? It will be Zojirushi. Zojirushi is my favorite. I just love this brand. I think it's because of this. Inside Zojirushi, there's a coating. There's a coating, not just the stainless steel. Oh, I have a thermos here. Might be wondering, what is a thermos doing? What is a thermos doing in the Japanese section? Well, thermos, originally an American brand, was acquired by by a Japanese company. So thermos is Japanese. But they do have some designs that are, I think, more akin to the American ones. If you'll notice, all the American ones are very bulky. They're very heavy. I think that if you need someone, psychologically at least, if you need something that's gonna survive a Holocaust or a war, is this one. I mean, American brands, because they are heavier. I think the steel used here is much thicker than the ones used by the Japanese. But I say it subjectively or psychologically because I've used these Japanese brands and let me show you. This tiger has survived so many bumps and drops already. Look at that. And it's still, after so many years, it's still working very good. No change whatsoever in its retention capability, heat retention. By the way, it's harder to retain heat than coldness. All of these will work. Okay, they can all keep drinks more than 24 hours cold if you put lots of ice on it. Like, fill it with ice and then fill it with water, close it. It will, I'm sure, even 36 hours, it still be cold. Okay, so retaining cold is easy, but then this is where I found out that the Japanese hydroflask are better, is retention of heat. Okay, so I just simply think that though these Japanese thermoflasks are lighter, but they can really retain heat much better than these ones. And I mean, I've tried this. I tried them already. Probably, I don't know. This is the one that in the American thermoses, this Contigo can retain the most heat. Okay, just because there's the lid here is you open this by pushing this button right here to drink. So most often it's always closed, unlike these ones where sometimes you don't want to close it anymore, so just retain it. You just keep it open like that. Yeah, but that aside, even considering that, and even if I sometimes leave this lid open, I'd discover that if I brew my coffee at 6 a.m. at 1 o'clock, my unfinished coffee will still be hot on the Japanese brands, but on the American brands it will be room temperature already by that time. So like if I brew from 6 o'clock, close to lunchtime, this would have been so cold. I mean, room temperature already. But for Japanese one, especially if you're gonna close it, and like if you don't want to if you're religiously close this every time you finish drinking, then you can retain heat until the time you go home at 5. So this is how good Japanese hydroflask are. I mean thermoflask are. These are not all. I have some that I've given away. I have some that I have lost. I have some that were already damaged. By damage, I mean they can no longer retain heat because after the drop they didn't survive, and I punctured it through that drop, and so there's no more vacuum in between the two metals that are here. So the outer and the inner metal, there's no more vacuum space because the air entered already. I don't know, it's nerdy, but so sometimes if I visit a mall, sometimes I would see cute ones like this. There's a cover here, but I can see it for the purpose of this video, so I don't want to spend too much time looking for it. The brand is Migo. Yeah, this is also good. Yeah, and of course this one, Savor for coffee. It doesn't have a proper lid that can retain heat for a longer period of time. This is a cute one that I bought. It's from Haro. I think this is also a Japanese brand. This is so cute. I think this is 200 ml if I'm not mistaken. So just compare it with the 360 ml. Not even 200, I think it's 150 ml. So this is a 360 ml. So what else do we got? Zojirushi, tiger, of course. Another Zojirushi. Kujaku. These are. Okay. I'm ashamed, but I'm gonna admit I only buy these hydroflasks because, well, they're recognizable, they're cute. Yeah, but I use them. I use them often. But I think this is the better brand, Clean Canteen. This is the older version. This one I just put a boot. Oh, sorry. Zip. I have a new one coming. It's from Owala. And I am going to review it once it arrives. So there. That's one of my collections. The hydroflask, the thermoflasks. You can ask me your question, just drop them in the comment section below. Or what I think about some of these brands. If you're interested, this is very cool. Well, but I don't use it as often anymore. This Stanley. It is an actual French press. This is one of the most expensive ones that I bought. So there. So you put your coffee in there, your ground coffee, then you put water, and then you press it down. There. In the American brand, this is my favorite, Stanley. Stanley is my favorite American brand. No doubt about it. Then Clean Canteen, and then finally this hydroflask. Here, my favorite is Zojirushi, but Tiger comes in very close second. Very close second. Kujaku, I have an attachment, I have emotional attachment with Kujaku and Tiger. I don't have emotional attachments with Zojirushi, but they're my favorite just because of the performance. What else? So there. Goodbye.